And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone. For a touchback. Smith on first down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They run again on first down, Peterson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go. Let's go, 15.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Yellow.
From the 50, it's Smith. And incomplete here on third down. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, and I'll guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
And it appears they'll go for it here on fourth down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They snap it to Smith. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for the Ravens. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney!
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins taking it in. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Yeah, 52.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way down. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Crabtree, 31 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So after the loss of 2, here's 2nd and 12 from the 23. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Back to throw, Smith. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Throwing on third down, Smith. It's brought in by Doxson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Smith finding Doxson that time for a Washington first.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
What we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, 77 yards. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, partner, after the conference championship games, there was a lot of talk about the overtime rules, understandably so. Do you think that anything needs to be changed in the NFL overtime situation?
I don't think so. And you got to remember, I'm an old crone, all right? So here's the deal on it. The NFL jumped into popularity with an overtime game, the Baltimore Colts being the New York Giants. Back in, what was it, 1959, 58, 59? That's when the NFL really came into prominence, and it was sudden death. Alan Amici, the Colts got the ball, they scored. No one talked about anything but, boy, what an exciting game. As time went on, people started talking about fairness. So the overtime rule finally got changed. If you score first with a touchdown, the game's over. Otherwise, you keep playing. I think that's pretty cool. And in our 2 championship games this year, we had overtime in both. Tom Brady and the Patriots won the toss, went downfield, scored a touchdown, ball game. Drew Brees and the Saints won the coin toss, threw an interception. The Rams kicked the field goal and won. Defense still exists if you care to play it. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have
first down here at about the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Keep 15.
On second down, Collins. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. It didn't amount to much.
And now facing a third and long at the outset of this drive. Give them 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that'll bring up second down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Watch him now, Barney!
Play action. It's Jackson. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Right back to him on first down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Check. Yeah, 52. 35.
They go play action here on first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Here's Smith now on second down. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. Third and long, it's Smith. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him.
And this is going to be intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Crabtree, the intended receiver.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They start the drive with Peterson. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go. Let's go. 15.
On second down, here's Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Chris Wormley forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Throwing on third and long. Smith. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Smith. Looking deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And it's a fumble, and the Redskins scoop it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On second down, Peterson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Adrian Peterson, 27 yards. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will get them one closer. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Jackson, he's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, 75 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here come the Redskins now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Off of play action, here's Smith. This one caught by Crowder. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, let's roll.
To throw on 2nd down. Smith. Here's a screen to Powell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Smith. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. A deep ball for Dotson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They give it to Peterson. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Hey, back up. Hey, slot.
Smith throwing on 3rd and long. Out to the left, it's complete to Daxon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. They'll hand it down to Geis. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here's Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, the upcoming Super Bowl, so many storylines, but one that obviously grabs you. Sean McVay just turned 33 January 24th. Youngest coach ever to take a team to the Super Bowl. Double that age for Bill Belichick, who's 66. And, Charles, that's the largest gap between coaches in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, and when you think about it, obviously the age comes into play. But to me, it's more the experience. The number of times that the Patriots have gone to the Super Bowl with Belichick leading them versus Sean McVay's first time in the Super Bowl leading the Rams. Will that game experience come into play at all? But I do like this about Sean McVay. Raised in the game, raised up through the NFL system, no matter how young he might be. Remember, his grandfather was a head.
Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Crabtree the target on that one. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. After the interception, here's Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Smith picked off by his former college teammate Eric Weddle. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On second down, Montgomery. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney!
On third down, they go Montgomery. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still fourth down upcoming. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Looking deep for Crabtree. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Detroit! Detroit!
Fourth down, here's Jackson. He finds Crabtree for the completion. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. On first and 10, it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. To throw again is Jackson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.